At this stage, there was a conversation between the pilot in command and the director of protocol. As a result of the conversation, the director of protocol stated there was a problem. Thus, the violation of the sterile cockpit principle and presence of a large number of VIP passengers in the cockpit and on board affected the crew's decision to make a trial approach. Considering the pilot in command had not conducted approaches in weather conditions correlating to his minima for a long time, over 5 months, and the minima confirmation had expired, the fact that the pilot in command was not sure they could safely land with regard to the worsening weather required mobilization of the pilot in command's psychological resources. From that moment on, the pilot in command and the whole crew were exposed to a high level of emotional stress.
A który jesteś na miejsce? 209 zachód, Smoleńsku, śnieżnej, na wschód. Jednym Remek. A, Remu, spytaj akurat, a może ty wiesz, grube te chmury są? Około 400-500 metrów. Około 400-500 metrów. Ale to grubość? Jesteś tam? Ale grubość tych chmur 400-500 metrów? Z tego co pamiętamy, na 500 metrach jeszcze byliśmy nad chmurami. A, na 500 metrów nad chmurami. Dobra, dzięki. Jeszcze jedno. APN-y są oddalone od progu pasa jakieś 200 metrów. Dzięki. APN-y rozstawili od progu pasa 200 metrów. A Rosjanie już przylecieli? Ilu 2 razy odchodził i chyba gdzieś odlecieli.
In the course of further descent, the crew of the Yakolov 40 informed the Tupolev 154 crew, upon their request, that a Russian Ilyushin-76 aircraft had proceeded to an alternative aerodrome. It should be noted that the pilot in command of the Ilyushin-76 had earlier served at Smolensk and was well aware of the aerodrome. However, in unfavourable weather conditions, he took the only wise decision to go to an alternative aerodrome.
Albo widzimy, 993 745. Niestety nie mamy. Lądowania 259 ustawione, a RK przygotowane, nastrojone. Piątka wszystkie automatycznie. Polskie 101, по давлению 7,4, 5, снижение 500. Польский 101, курс 79.
The Chief Air Traffic Controller cleared the crew for further descent to the circle altitude, 500 metres above runway level, heading 79 degrees to the base turn. The Director of Protocol informed that so far there was no President's decision as to what to do next, which obviously induced a further increase of emotional stress in the crew. Earlier in the course of the descent, the pilot in command said a phrase translated by Polish experts as, "I don't know, but if we don't land here, he'll bother me."
ПВФ 101, я контакт. 500 метров заняли? Пока нет. Понял.
The pilot in command decided to approach and go around in the automatic mode. In compliance with this decision, in addition to autopilot engaged in pitch and roll channels, the crew engaged the autothrottle. By taking this decision, the crew demonstrated their insufficient professional training. Actually, the Tupolev 154 aircraft allows automatic go-around mode, which can be used during automatic or flight director approaches, using ground-based instrumental landing system ILS. However, this mode was impossible to use because of a lack of appropriate ground navigation aids, ILS, at Smoleńsku 70 aerodrome. There are no provisions in the Tupolev 154M Flight Crew Operations Manual for approaches in the automatic mode using the two non-directional beacons present at Smoleńsku 70 aerodrome. So the standard operating procedures and the weather minima for such approaches are not stipulated in the Flight Crew Operations Manual.
Aktualnie mamy 12 ton. ПВФ 101, высота 500. Понял. ТВФ 101 500 заняли? 500 метров. А на военном аэродроме посадку осуществляли? Прожектора по дневному, слева, справа, до начала полосы. 101, выполняйте третий, радиальная 19. А польский 101 и от 100 метров быть готовым к уходу на второй круг.
This is another key moment of the accident flight. The aircraft was approaching the base turn at the circle altitude of 500 meters. In order to inform the crew about the additional lighting equipment, projectors, at the aerodrome, the controller asked if the crew had ever landed at a military aerodrome, which the crew confirmed. Then the controller informed that the projectors were set in the daytime mode to designate the runway threshold, after which he cleared the crew for the base turn and warned that they should be ready to go around from the altitude of 100 meters. The crew replied with, "Yes, sir."